We're back at you again with another one. Whilst the price of AMC in the day throughout today is bringing us down to a price now of about 16.24, we do still have a lot to look forward to into the near future, so we're going to be going over some of that here. As always, it is not financial advice. Do your research, come to your own conclusions, but if you do enjoy this sort of content, again, subscribe, because we do make stuff like this multiple times a day, every single day, uncovering some of the best DD and providing our opinion as well. So we're going to jump in now and have a look at what we have. So the first thing that we have is coming from Twitter. It's from Will Mead. It's posted today and it speaks about this. As bad as things look right now in the market, I still believe hedge funds will start to cover their huge short positions before the Fed meeting. We should see one decent relief rally before the Fed meeting on Wednesday afternoon. Now, Will Mead, of course, you can see his description down here. He is a former hedge fund and PM educated at the Johns Hopkins University of Chicago. Now, some people like him, some people dislike him. You can take what he says with a grain of salt, because as always, you should not listen to anybody's opinion fully, but I do think it is interesting, a good theory that Will does post out. So, what does that mean? Does it mean that we should expect the MOAS on Wednesday? I personally do not think it does, because with AMC and GME especially, we know these stocks are most likely heavily manipulated, but it does mean that we could potentially expect a little bit of a run up in that time period. Now, of course, the opposite could happen, but as always on the channel, guys, I like to provide my opinion, but I also like to provide the opinions of others. And this is another individual's opinion who shares an opinion which is actually different to mine. I believe it's likely that AMC will continue to drop this week, but again, this could be true, and we could start to see a little bit of a rise going forwards into the mid-section of the week. Who knows? Now let's have a look at what we have over here. This one is coming from, if we wait for it, Dave Lauer, and he's posted this. It says, I'd heard a rumour that Melvin is down 25% month to date, might be blowing up. This was published again today, and it shows about the potential of them losing more and more money. Now, we know that this would be a big deal for us, as we found out back around this time actually last year, where these big banks, funds and institutions start to lose money, sit on the verge of actually going bankrupt themselves. And it actually is something that works to our advantage, because once a margin call happens, we know they're going to have to buy back those shares, and eventually that could be the factor that leads to the MOAS. And with all of these stocks crashing across the board right now, there's not really anywhere for them to run, because if we think about it, if they have long positions in any other stocks, they're going to be getting hit hard with those as well, on top of the perhaps short positions that they have with AMC, and possibly, not any hedge fund in particular, but in general, some may have naked shorts out there, and again, that does put that extra pressure on them to kind of deal with this issue. So one thing to think about there, again, let's talk about a specific case, but tying that into the wider markets, with hedge funds as well. Who knows, it could be an area of weakness for them as they continue to lose money, as a lot actually did in quarter 4. Now let's have a look at this one. It's coming from Stuke Tradina, a user that we've looked at a few times. It was published on the 22nd, so 2 days ago, and it speaks about preparation for fake, prepare for fake, internet outage, broker outage, false flag world event, alien invasion, fake war or breaking news. They will do anything just to stop the MOAS. Now, to an extent, I believe with this, I am not sure. I mean, there is some truth to this in my opinion. I have seen the later one, the war. Again, some may call it fake, that's up to you. But the tensions of a war, as we know, between Russia and the US is something that we're hearing about already. And a user below, actually the same user, posted this 1 hour ago, an update to it. It says, I called it, watch this cyber attack happen, and erase all of the short positions like the SEC wanted it to. And they're going to say, well, we got hacked. Now, of course, this is speculation. But the reason why they are speculating this is because of this from FX Hedge. It says the US Department of Homeland Security warns of potential Russia cyber attacks amid tensions. Now, a lot of these may sound a bit ridiculous. This one, in my opinion, doesn't sound realistic. This one doesn't. This one doesn't. And of course, this one doesn't. But that breaking news, that breaking news is something which we can have shown to us in a subtle way, but it does kind of give them that excuse that they are looking for. Now, does it put an end to the MOAS? In my opinion, no. But, this potential threat to security through cyber attacks, it is something to think about. And what's that going to do when we think about the MOAS in the future? Is it going to be something which they're going to use against us and use it as a factor for the market crashing? Now, I've already seen this in a few of the forums, the market's crashing because of the tensions with Russia. Do you believe that? Of course, that's completely up to you, but as I've said before, all of these world factors, things do go on in the world, things do go on in the markets, right? We should understand the patterns of the markets, but one thing that we should also understand is a simple pattern which everybody in the community already knows. It's a case of if you buy into a stock and if the majority of people hold it, and 80 to 90% of the float is held by retail, in theory, that stock should A, stay the same, if not B, rise. So whatever you may think to the theories that we listed over here, it does go a bit deeper than that, it does spread a bit wider than that. It's about, if all of these things are happening in the market, why does that affect AMC if we're in a position where most people continue to hold? Now, of course, that is purely speculative, purely opinion related, but I hope you did enjoy this relatively short video. More stuff's going to be coming at you guys in a bit, so make sure to join us for that. I'll see you in another one fairly soon, so goodbye for now. So thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.